Maybe we get there onto... Ooh. Oh, so close. So close there. You can see how if this is executed just slightly differently, you guys kill this Zeus here.
Yeah.
Just very slightly differently. Yeah, that is incredibly close. That's still a win. That's still worth it. You've forced Zeus out of lane. Nice. Awesome. Okay, next thing we want to see, 7-minute rune. Run straight there. Friggin' awesome. Hey guys, welcome back. This is weekly coaching number 16. I am Mr. Rip. Last week the homework was to go for the 6, 7, and 8-minute runes. Try and set up to pull the camp right before you go for the rune, and also try setting a timer on your phone to remind you to go for the runes. So let's check in with the student, see what his MMR is now, and then we'll go right into the replays. Okay, Louis, what's the MMR now?
It was 12:30.
12:30? Okay, we dropped a bit. Okay, let's start with this lion one. So this is your lion with a bristleback versus AM and a pudge. We'll really quickly, we'll look at starting items, and then we'll look at each of the rune rotations.
Okay.
Okay, so did you think you were against an AM here? What do you think you were laning against?
AM Necro.
You thought it was Necro. Okay. What was the thinking on it being Necro?
It's just like you're gonna get like support like with the healing and just like harass and whatnot, and then
okay.
And then the pudge would be mid with the like it'd be like pudge mid or like it was like either him or the dazzle. Like,
okay, I would flip it. I would assume it would be AM, Necro, and Sand King are your cores, and you'd have Dazzle and Pudge support. And I would assume actually that it would probably be a Dazzle 5, not a Pudge 5, probably a Pudge 4. That would be my read. But so first thing I would say, so these items are good, except if you're laning against an AM, AM casts basically no spells at all, so you just don't need the stick. You really don't. Like you can buy, I think this is good. You're kind of following the starting build, right, that we were talking about. But I would say, if the stick is only good against one of the heroes, say like you thought you were against the Necro, right? Stick's good against Necro, but it's not good against the other one, then you can think about skipping it altogether. It's not like mandatory. It's lanes where like both of them cast a lot of spells, then stick's really good. AM basically doesn't cast spells, so it's a bit like a Wraith King. And I already got a quick preview of this one, so I know you were laning against a Pudge, which is also a possibility, right? Because if you think the Pudge and the Dazzle are your supports here, it could be a Pudge 5, and Pudge basically casts no spells either, right?
Okay.
So that's the thing there. Okay, it actually was a Dazzle. Interesting. So stick's decent against him, and you actually have to be really careful about doing that against Dazzle, because he's very good level 1 if you don't have mobility.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's skip ahead. Got a little stack on the way. Cool. Remember what we were talking about before? Don't hold all these wards. This is a lot of money, and no one has any wards right now. Your mid needs a ward. These guys might need a ward, especially because Pudge is in the game. Very important. So be really careful about this. And also, again, what I was saying about the stick not being good, because AM casts no spells, you don't need to upgrade to a magic wand. That's a waste of 150 gold. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's jump ahead a little bit. Let's look at when you start going for runes. So one thing we were talking about last time was the timer. Did you try setting the timer?
No, I've been trying to go like at this just the 6, like get there for the top rune at 6.
But not like using the timer to remind yourself? Did you have any strategies to remind yourself?
No, I just told myself I have to get there at 6.
Okay, all right. That's fine, man. That works. That's fine.
But then it's like kind of weird because like I forgot like I do go for it, but then after when I go for the when I get like the thing, I sometimes forget to go for the 7 because I've gone to like mid, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like
it does make sense. Okay, so we were pretty much here on time for this one. I would put some wards down while you're here. You have these wards. You can place one like right here, you know? And here's another thing too. So when you do this rotation, right? So obviously this is already a big improvement. Like we got here at 6 minutes. That's already way better than it was before, right? Boom. If Necro were here, you could stun his ass and you could steal the rune if it spawned up here. So this is already massive improvement. Nice job here.
okay.
And you even had your boots on time, so that's good. I would say once you get here, you should kind of ward this right away because you're sitting on them anyway. That'll help mid because then it'll have vision of this. It'll also help you if you ever want to gank the Necro. And then here's one thing though. So Necro, you can assume Necro hasn't seen you yet. You can also assume here there is no kill on Necro happening right now.
Okay.
Why do you think I would say that?
Because Monkey's half HP and does not have stacks off with Django.
And what else? Why else wouldn't we be going for a kill right now?
Some of the tower.
Yeah, we don't have any creeps, right? So running up and throwing this stun and just eating the tower shot, like all this does, the damage is inconsequential, right? Because Lion's damage is ass. This just tells Necro you're here, and it tells these guys you're here. So against, it's not going to matter at your rank. Against better ranks, the other lanes are going to see, oh, Lion's mid, right? And be like, oh shit, let's try and kill Bristleback while he's solo. Just run at him. You know what I mean? Or maybe, you know, whatever. They're going to use that information. So a way to layer on top of the rune rotation is you want to try and be like surprising the enemy with it and keeping it secret. Like you don't really want to, if possible, you don't want to let them know that you left your lane, right?
Okay.
So over here at nighttime, you can kind of assume Necro hasn't seen you yet. So if there's no kill attempt, no reason to reveal. So you would just go back to what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a minor thing, not something to be worried about right now, but you know, something to keep in mind for future. It might come up. All right. We're kind of lingering a little bit. What's going through your head right now?
It was like someone gonna go, or like did he want? Because I think what rune did he got? He said he got invis. So he's like, oh, he's gonna like go gank, and then I'm gonna pretend here like he's invis. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So like, because he thinks the Necro doesn't know we've gone, so he thinks he's invis, and I'm just with him.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
So like, so then like I'm pretending to like be with it while he just went and ganked like the AM.
Yeah.
Those like.
Nice. Yeah, I dig it. I'm into it. That's cool. And I would say this is an okay reason to not go for the 7-minute wisdom rune because you're holding mid right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got to be real careful against the Necro getting this low. Okay, good kiting. Great. Okay. We're already here for the 8-minute rune, so the only optimization I would say, since you're already freaking here, is just stack the camp and then walk right back. That's like the only way to optimize this. So let's see if you do that. Okay, no. So 8-minute rune's coming up right now. So this is, even though we just killed the Necro, we still want to be here for this, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
I think I went to get the wisdom.
Yeah, it looks like you kind of went for that and then got distracted. So it's okay. Still holding a lot of wards. Think of it this way with the wards. It's better to place a bad one than it is to not place it. Okay, yeah. Just get it down. You'll figure out when they're good or bad after that. All right, so that's that one. Let's check the next one. That's already a big improvement. Wait for the 6-minute rune. That's good. This next one was Hoodwink 55 minutes. And also, you know, like, I realize this is a really hard concept to learn. Like, like people in my bracket are not super good about this either. Yeah. They're starting to get good about it. So like kind of what I'm teaching you right now is going to be, it's going to, if you can get this down, it's going to put you like miles ahead of other supports at your rank when it comes to supporting. But then we just need all the other stuff. We need our items and all that stuff to be good. Okay, so talk to me about your items in this one. So what did you think you were laning against, and why'd you buy what you did?
I was gonna be laying against like a Ricky and a CM, or Ricky and Shaman. Like either one of them is like good, but I thought I was gonna be spamming my like spells a lot.
Okay.
So like I like it was the extra damage and then the mana regen.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense to me. I'd say this is actually one where you could go for a stick, because CM casts lots of spells, but I think this is fine too. Okay. Got a little rune steel. Find something to do with this observer ward. Even if you just go throw it behind the tower, or you go put it in front of the tower, whatever, but it's somewhere. We'll just watch for a little bit here, and then we'll go to our rune rotation. Okay, Tango immediately, nice. Kind of not safe to de-ward right now, you need to wait for the wave to push up. Oh, nice stun. Nice. Oh, get him. All right, well, this lane's over. Nice job. We win. Yeah, D-ward. Dope. Unfortunate you didn't catch this one. It's not much you can do about that, though. All right, let's skip ahead to the rune. We'll go to like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. To be a great time, pull this one, then walk for it, or just walk for it. That's fine too. Depends on how dangerous you think it is for the centaur to be up there, you know. Ooh. Okay, you got a little bit baited there, but that was sick. We went for the rune, then we fed a double kill. So I don't think I don't need I don't need to tell you what the mistake is there. You definitely got baited by a puck, but that's okay. We got there for the 6-minute rune. Okay, next thing. What's coming up right now? Okay, we got it. Stack. Nice, nice. Cool, great job. That's one of those instances where the only optimization I would say is to TP to your tier 2 instead of your tier 1. Because you TP to the tier 1, show yourself, right? And then have to walk over here anyway. It would be more efficient to just TP here, out of vision, do exactly the same thing. The only optimization there.
No.
Yeah. You understand why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it's the time it'd take for me to run and then run like to the thing and then run back is like I'm less efficient with the stack, if that makes sense.
Nah, you're good. It's basically the same distance. I don't know. I mean, I didn't look at the exact time that you TP'd, but it's effectively the same distance. If you TP in 5 seconds, yeah, you TP right now, you have more than enough time either way. You should be good to TP here and do this. Okay, cool. So we did that. Awesome. So we've gone for 2 runes, and then the next objective is going to be 8-minute rune. And remember, this is also the boots, right? This is one where we want the boots.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, forgot about this one. So this one's a little hard because you guys are in the middle of killing them. Go for that. Okay, he's gone. We'll start running now. Unless you're gonna dive this, he's out, right? You start running right now. You'd probably get here a little bit late, especially with no boots. But yeah, you can still attempt this one. Okay. So, all right, that's good. We got 2 out of the 3. Nice. Let's look for the next one. It says last lion one. Okay. So again, you're against an AM here, and you're starting stick. So if it's Pudge support, doesn't cast a lot of spells. If it's Nyx, doesn't cast a lot of spells. It's probably never going to be a Broodmother support, right? So maybe it's a Necro support, but probably not. Honestly, nobody plays Necro support. Do you see that in your games?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, bizarre. That's like that is just not a thing. That's not a thing.
Like, you're more likely to see Necro as a support than like an offlaner, like an ass.
Very interesting. Okay, Necro's a terrible support. Don't play Necro support. He's trash. He doesn't heal enough or have enough mana regen or do anything besides heal people, and he's slow as shit. He's terrible. Don't play him as a support.
You'll see him like support or mid normally. Okay,
interesting. In fact, I would say it's so bad you don't even need to factor it into your decision making. It's that okay. Trash. Okay. Okay, we did get the rune there. We remember we gotta be careful about contesting these though. This one is fine because it's still sitting there, right? So you know no one has gone for it.
Yeah.
But you have to be really, really careful about walking up here. We need to put it on just your vision to see what you can see. So we're seeing them bottom. Oh yeah, then you're good. If you see 3 bot, if you saw this bottom on the mini map, then it's fine to do this. This is totally fine.
Yeah, I saw them go for like the Venno, so I was just like, oh.
Yeah, dope.
If whoever is here, I can just like, you know, get it.
Yeah, I dig it.
I was telling him to get leave it to get the thingy early, but then it's just weird.
Okay. All right.
After we got the runes, I didn't originally want to fight. I just wanted to get like the farm on the lane.
Yeah.
But then he chased him down a fair bit, so I was like, I came over.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You do need to react to what's going on there. This is unfortunate. So hooked under tower, right? I think. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say I thought maybe you bought the wand recipe because you were about to die and you didn't want to lose gold, and maybe you had it in your quick buy, right?
Yeah.
But you're already dead when you buy it. So with this 250 gold, I would much rather see a windlace than a wand. Why would I say that? Why do you think?
It's positioning and I need to be at position.
Yep. And then why would a wand be terrible in this lane?
They both don't cast spells a lot.
There you go. All right. So
I generally in my head I was like, oh, anti-mage will get like the like a stun thing, the thing that sends spells back a lot.
Counter spell.
Yeah, and then he'll blink a lot as well, because actual like if Axe calls early or spin, he'll blink away.
Okay.
I'd get it like quite often.
Sure, not really. Not really. What AM wants to do is basically max mana break if possible. Like if he's got the option to do whatever the hell he wants to max this and get points in blink to farm faster. He'd rather not put points in counterspell if he doesn't have to. And he's not really going to blink away from an axe too much. So, but here's the thing. So if you already, so first off, I wouldn't buy the stick to begin with, because I wouldn't buy a stick against an AM, right? Okay. Unless it was like an AM Lion lane and it was like a double mana drain lane. So like if the support casts a lot of spells and also drains my mana, then I might consider it as a nice like double whammy on regen, right? But because you know it's a Pudge support and you know stick's not good against Pudge, there's no reason to go for the wand. So the difference between like a stick and a wand, like I think we really need to get this down, right? It's a 2-second lower cooldown and it holds 10 more charges. That's it. And you know, +1 stats. That's all it does. So in games where stick is bad, but I still have one for some reason, I will try to refrain from upgrading it until it has 10 charges or I'm out of slots, right? That's kind of the value of going into the wand. It's pretty rare that I'll decide to go for a full magic wand before I'm going for anything else. Like, I need to be completely out of slots to do that. Like, there's way too many consumables and wards and dust and all this crap is all over the place. And I just need the room, and that's why I'm going for the wand. So, yeah, so absolutely in this lane, I would not... Oops, sorry. I would not go for a ward here. Or a wand, sorry. This is a Windlace lane, for sure. Windlace and stats. Now, Lion doesn't really build a lot of stats, so that gets weird, right? So that's where you just kind of greed and you go for your... you get a head start on your boots. Your components for the boots.
Okay.
Okay, going for this pull. Alright. Let's look at the rune rotations here. So we'll speed through a little bit. Okay, good pull again. Alright, and then we're walking away for the rune. Okay. Did the stack first. Nice. Try for a kill, didn't get it, no problem. Okay. You don't need to waste your time sitting here giving him mana. He's good.
Because I thought the pudge was there, because I saw his hook earlier.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I wasn't sure, but I wasn't sure if he stayed, and then I think I just, as soon as I leave, they like kill him.
Yeah, you wanted to sit around and guard him, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. See, if you know Pudge is here, then there's a pretty good chance that he's not going to steal your Wisdom Rune, right? So for that reason, I think it is okay to sit here a little bit longer. Because you A, want to guard him, and B, there's no reason to go for the Wisdom Rune right now, you know? Yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah. That's bizarre. Okay. And then you TP back in to try and help him, so let's have a look at that real quick. I need to watch this from your camera. So I would say pop your tangos on the way. You're running around half health. It's kind of a snap decision. I would say you should kind of know, just for future reference, if you go here and look, this guy's dead. Yeah, okay. You're not going to save him. The only way you'd save him is if you were stunning him right now, you know? And you can't physically TP there fast enough, so this is just like, I appreciate that you're trying, but this is one where you didn't need to even bother trying.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, if it were me, I'd be like, I would just keep what I'm doing, you know? I'd be like, looking at it, be like, I'm gonna get the Wisdom Rune anyway, and then I'll look at the lane and see if I need to TP to like get XP. But even holding the lane is really rough because Broodmother just kills any support 1v1 at this stage of the game. She didn't care. She just tower dives you. So honestly, she should be trying to kill you right now. She should just run all the spiders at you and murder you.
I think before I had Hex.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. She should just kill you here. If she knows her hero a little bit better, she should know that she can do it. So it's good that you're holding the XP, but I'd say in this instance, it's kind of like, it's not even worth it. I would just grab the rune and go back to what I'm doing, or I'd prepare to go for the 8-minute rune. So again, we're kind of in the area. So instead of pulling like this, you can just pull to the right and go down these steps. And then you'll get to the rune faster. Okay.
Yeah. I think I left that rune though. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go for it this time. Okay, now we're grabbing that thing. Yeah, so I guess this is an interesting question, right? Because in this instance, you have 2 runes to consider at the same time because the Wisdom Rune wasn't got at 7 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I would prioritize the Power Rune over the Wisdom Rune because the enemy team has easier access to the Power Rune. It's closer to them, right? So it's very easy for people to get here quickly. It's not easy for them to get to your Wisdom Rune quickly. So for that reason, I would grab this, then I would go grab this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what are we at? 26 minutes now? Nice. So this is good so far. So we've definitely rotated for the 6-minute rune. Did you have... I kind of want to look like one more game. Do you have another game where you tried for it, or was it just these 3?
Nah, like any of the Lion, the first 2 games of the Battle Cup in the Lion one.
First 2 games? Oh, you played a Battle Cup.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay, let's have a look at that. Because that's a completely different environment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just look at this, at the rune rotations here as well. Dank pineapples. Oh, it has been so dry here lately, man. I'm so thirsty all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were Lion 4?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Am I looking at the wrong team? I'm looking at the wrong team. Okay.
No, I was Lion 4.
Yeah, yeah. Hide the fog on the wrong thing. All right, you're Lion 4. What'd you think you were laning against?
Spectre, Omni, or Spectre, Dark Willow.
Okay. So again, don't need stick here. They don't cast enough spells. Like I remember, like I realized that my advice was like, hey, if you don't know what to do this build with a stick in it, right?
Yeah.
But it then needs to be so it's good. It's good that we're doing this and we're not like buying null talisman and crap like that anymore. That's an improvement already. But now that you're doing that, now you need to modulate it, right? So now you need to be like, okay, this is what I would normally do if I don't know what I'm playing against. But now that I do know what I'm playing against, what is good against these heroes, right? So Spectre doesn't cast a lot of spells. Just 2 passives. Don't need to stick against her. Omni, maybe, but honestly, if I thought it was Omni, I'd go move speed. Willow. What would I build against a Willow? She doesn't have the best cooldowns, so you don't really need to stick against her either. Movement speed can be okay against her, but I think I would just prioritize like more regen if I thought it was a Willow. So maybe like Fairy Fires and stuff like that. Okay. When you do this pull, you can hit creeps. So either start denying your own creeps or start getting this one low to kill this off quicker. All right. Let's skip ahead to the runes. So we're at our 5-minute marker. Doing a pull. Nice. Okay, forgetting about it this time, but let's see. Maybe we get there onto... Ooh. Oh, so close. So close there. You can see how if this is executed just slightly differently, you guys kill this Zeus here.
Yeah.
Just very slightly differently. Yeah, that is incredibly close. That's still a win. That's still worth it. You've forced Zeus out of lane. Nice. Awesome. Okay, next thing we want to see, 7-minute rune. Run straight there. Freaking awesome. Now, were you guys communicating? Like, did you have anybody like...
Yeah, like I just said, like in the thing, I'll go to the bottom ruin.
Okay.
And then like they can check the top one, but then like he went to check the top, and then Zeus came to the bottom one.
Right. Yeah, it worked out, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, kind of what I was asking, like, did you have anybody like directing you or shot calling in these instances, or are they mostly your own decisions?
Oh, it was just me. Like I was gonna go to the ruin, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It was like it was just like a random team. Like we picked like so like I looked on like the Battle Cup like the tab thing, and you just like ask people to like join.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So we're not pre-made then. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I recognized this Nyx's name. I think one of your other games he was in your game, huh? Yeah,
he was in the last one. Like
right.
Like
That's awesome. Okay. So here's the adjustment to make on this one. So you know it's 740. That means rune's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So you should be walking there already, but we also want to be careful about starting anything right before we need to go do something. So in this instance, you're kind of just walking into the wave. And they kill you, which means now you can't go for the rune, right? So that one's kind of obvious. Let's look at the next one. Already a really big improvement though. Good job so far. Okay, so we're Lion. Are we 4 again? Position 4?
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I think it was the. I'm not sure if I did it in this one. But it was the first Lion one. I think I did.
Okay.
But yeah.
We'll look at this last one and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, look at starting items again. So what did you think you were laning against this time?
I thought it was going to be like Drow, Sky or Drow Lich.
Okay. So I'd say in this instance, like, Stick's fine. Yeah. Stick's good here. That's because you don't need the movement speed to counter 2 ranged heroes. And both Lich and Skywrath spam spells. That's a little bit crazy though, so I'd be really careful about this. So if you guys are gonna do this,
Okay.
just in general. So when you're gonna go contest runes like this, first off, you have no information, so you don't know if they invaded. You don't know if they're all sitting right here. It is very common for people to all sit right here, especially in battle cups. They will do that. So you want to be leading the charge because you're the stun, but you want your team to be with you. They need to be right next to you while you're doing this, okay?
Yeah.
In this instance, if they were all sitting here, these 2 heroes can't contribute. So it's just you 3. So that's potentially game throwing right there. You gotta be really careful about that.
Yeah.
Like we played a battle cup once where we gave up 3 kills on the runes and we lost that game super hard. To be fair, that was against 4 top 200 immortals. So we would have gotten Shrek no matter what we did in that game. But still, it's kind of just a little bit of proof there.
I don't know. I think that the Razor was like a Smurf person.
Okay.
But it was like great. Like it was great because like I think we could like if we had different different lineup we could have won. It was just that like the Bristol was like very like toxic on like this one cause we had the person like trying to pick like captain,
yeah,
and then he just like instantly picked it and then like picked a team and then it was like, oh dear.
Oh,
like
we picked something he didn't know how to play or whatever.
Yeah, well, like so, like yeah, like the witch doctor said he doesn't play it, but like he said he'll try, because like he asked for Shadow Shaman, and then he was like, nah, they'll pick it before us, so then he banned it, and then it was like there was no need to like ban it, if that makes sense.
Crusader level drafting, I love it. It's very good. By the way, if you're gonna play more battle cups, we can absolutely watch battle cup games and talk about the draft and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've been wanting to make battle cup content myself. I've recorded a few of them, but I wasn't really sure how to approach it because there's a lot to unpack, right?
Okay.
So we can totally do that in the future if you end up playing more of them.
Okay.
All right. Nice stack. Cool. Or almost.
Yeah, I thought like he was probably gonna like be losing, and that most likely you'd need the stats to like recover.
Okay, I like the logic. Unfortunate that you died there. That's a little bit of Void Spirit should have helped you, honestly.
Yeah.
He should have thrown out a little whatever the hell it's called. This thing. Aether Remnant. He should have... Okay, he already threw it. Well, then you're just on your own. GG. Nothing you can do there. Alright, so next coming up, 7-minute. Yeah, this one you have to TP straight here. Why would I say that?
To I don't know where Lich is.
Yep, you got it. Perfect. Yep, you don't know where Lich is. Exactly. Okay. I love when his little lightning bugs out like that and just goes all over the screen. It's wonderful. I wish it just did that all the time. Okay, 8-minute rune. You're a little bit too... You can't... I don't know, maybe you could TP for this one? Let's see. This one's tough. You can't TP to get there in time.
Yeah.
But I would do it anyway because they're in the middle of fighting each other. You would just TP here right away and you throw shit at Razor and hopefully you guys just kill him. Yeah. That could make a big difference here. You guys could potentially kill. So yeah, this one's worth TPing for. So yeah, only adjustments here are, you know, you went for 6-minute, try not to die to the mid at the same time, gotta respect the mid. I'd say the same thing in the Broodmother game, like, realize when the mid can just kill you. That's gonna be hard, you need to know a lot of like mid heroes for that. But that's that, and then yeah, TP here, get here before Lich because you don't know where he is, you already identified that one. And then you could TP here for this one just to help out with the fight. And the thing is, like, if you're fighting him at 8 minutes, then it doesn't matter that you're not standing there at 8 minutes, because if you beat his ass and he gets low, he's going to back up, which gives you rune control anyway. Assuming the enemy supports don't come in and snag it, right? It's still more valuable to go beat the mid hero's ass. That's the point of the rune. The point of the rune is to refill his bottle and enable him to gank. And if he's 10% HP, neither of the and doesn't have the rune, then neither of those things have happened, right? So it doesn't matter really. So it's good to TP here and do this here. But anyway, overall, big improvements. So let's just write some notes real quick.
I was gonna ask, the thing is, if say like he was like, because the one time I did play mid, but I was playing Enchantress, so I wasn't really like a bottle hero. Yeah. Should I prioritize like getting a bottle just to like steal the bottle off him, because he's a bottle hero, if that makes sense?
If you don't need the bottle, I would not buy one simply because the other hero is, but I would still contest the runes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't, that's like 600 gold that doesn't benefit you tremendously, right?
Yeah.
I'd say Enchantress is, yeah, she's not normally a bottle hero, but that doesn't mean you can't buy one on her. It's not like she doesn't utilize regen really well. She does.
Yeah.
Because she has kind of a lot of mana costs, and that mana can be converted to health anyway. So like, I think it's okay. If I had to play mid Enchantress, I would, you know, I wouldn't think it's unreasonable to go bottle. I don't think it's like super necessary though. But no, you don't need to buy one just because they do. That's a good question. Okay. We'll put that in the notes. Okay, so let's see. Let's write it all out. I'm gonna write it all out, then I'll read it. Okay, I think that's everything. So if you're mid, you don't need to buy bottle just because enemy hero bought bottle. You did a really good job of rotating for 6-minute runes. The transition between the 6 and the 7-minute rune is kind of like a bit hazy. So that's something to work on there. And then you're kind of just forgetting about the 8-minute runes a little bit, or you were busy when the 8-minute rune was happening. So it's, yeah, that's like the next thing there. If you don't know where enemy support is, important to get on top of rune spawn ahead of time. So that top tier 2 and TP instead of the tier 1 TP. Yeah. Or the other way around, you know what I mean? Try to minimize the amount you're showing yourself to the enemy team. Respect mid heroes. Some of them can just run you down and kill you under tower. So that's like Razor and Broodmother. Very good at doing that. Don't upgrade to full magic wand if stick is already subpar. So if it's already like not a great stick lane, there is no reason to go for the wand. It is just wasted money. Okay. Sometimes you're going to be in a situation where you're like, I don't know what I'm laying against. like for instance the necro, like you thought it was a necro support, in which case like stick would be good against the necro, but you just don't know. That can be tough. I would say in those instances it might be worth it to just save a little bit of money and until you know what the matchup is and then send it. But there's a little bit of risk to that as well, so it's tough. That's kind of just like you have to be able to call it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've run into that before, you know, like, oh, do I think Pudge is top or bottom? Do I need an observer ward in this lane? You know, like one of the supports I need to buy a stick against because he spams spells, and the other one I need movement speed against because it's a Pudge or something. So like, what do I do, right? And I think generally they're I would probably prioritize the movement speed, simply because like Pudge killing you is binary versus like a hero spamming spells on you takes time, so it's not like a stick is gonna like it's good, but it's not gonna like just prevent the death outright if you're, because you'd be playing the lane differently, right?
Okay.
Like I don't really know how to put that, because obviously stick can save your life too, but like if you were against, let's say you were in that situation where it's like, okay, I don't know if I'm against a Pudge or a Skywrath. Well, if you don't have the Windlace, that can lead to you just getting hooked and dying, or just dying to rot, you know? But if you don't have a stick against Skywrath, it's like, well, you still have tangos, and you can still position to make it hard for him to hit you with spells without you dying instantly. So the stick can come out later, right?
There's like more counterplay.
Exactly. There's more counterplay to that type of a hero than there is to the 100-0 Pudge bullshit. So I think if I had to choose between those two, I'd pick the movement speed specifically there. Other than that, I think you just save the gold. If you're just not sure, you're like, I don't know what the hell I'm laning against. I'm going to buy the minimum, which is like Sentry, Branches, and Tangos, see what I'm laning against, and then send the items out, right?
Okay.
Yeah. By correct tech items. We'll call them tech items because I don't consider like Tangos and Sentries like tech. They're kind of just mandatory. These other things are like good specifically against certain things, right? Okay. Was there anything else? Did I miss anything? I think that's pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, really good improvement, man. Good job on all those 6-minute rotations. That's good. Which I think the next part to work on is that you go for the 6, and then you go, okay, the next thing, 7-minute, I'm on top of it, and then the next thing, 8-minute, I'm on top of it, right? So we got to get the trifecta. We got to get all 3.
Yeah.
I hate to do the same homework like multiple weeks in a row, so let's see. But it is kind of the same thing, so... Well, maybe we just take it in parts. So we say like, okay, let's get the 6 and the 7. And then next week, if it's like, okay, I'm doing that, I'm getting the 6 and the 7, the week after that, we'll be like, okay, 6, 7, and 8, right? What do you think? Would that help? Like, just work on it in parts?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it to that. And I'm gonna throw in, you need a really good reason to upgrade to Magic Wand. You got to be able to explain exactly why it was god tier 200 IQ purchase, okay? Well, not that much, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, you need to have a really good argument for it.
Should I get it like after, or like just not at all?
It's not that you'd never buy it. It's that it's almost the lowest priority thing to buy. So the purpose of going from a stick to a wand is if stick is already amazing, but mainly it's like I'm literally out of inventory slots. I can't work with my inventory anymore because I'm having to swap things in and out anymore, and having the 2 branches is getting in the way. So I want to buy the wand to make my inventory more efficient. That's pretty much it. It should be lower priority than everything else. Like your boots takes priority. Go ahead.
Is there any case like sell the sticks and don't upgrade?
I haven't done that before. Usually what ends up happening for me is I end up eating the branches with my tangos.
Okay.
And then I end up with no branches, so I don't need to worry about upgrading to the wand. So that's that's something to incorporate, I suppose. is like when you're sitting on some iron branches, like be willing to eat them for regen, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's good.
How much like extra regen do they give compared to just eating them tango?
It says right here. So normally a tango says consumes a target tree to gain 7 health regeneration for 16 seconds. Consuming an ironwood tree doubles the heal amount. So it literally doubles.
Okay.
That's why branches are broken. It's not just because it's like it's cost efficient for its stats. It's because you can also eat them, and they're just extra tangos. That's why you can get away with only showing up with one set of tangos if you're also buying branches. That's why mid heroes do that, right? They show up to lane with like fairy fire and like this kind of a build, right? Tangos, branches, and fairy fires. It's a shit ton of health regen, basically. You're getting the efficiency from like right clicks and all that stuff, and you're also getting extra regen if you need it.
Okay.
Yeah, so be willing to eat them. Then on universal heroes, like say like Dazzle, you know, or maybe like a Snapfire or whatever, you could show up to lane with freaking 5 branches sometimes. Like I'll do that on Dazzle occasionally. It's not always correct, but if I feel like I don't need movement speed and I don't need mana regen, and I'm gonna be willing, like I'm gonna be able to just sit there and stand my ground and right click a lot, I'll show up to lane with like 5 branches and 2 sets of tangos, just so I have like an ungodly amount of regen, and I also have all that right click damage on top of it, right?
Yeah.
And also, you can plant the branch and have your teammate eat it as well. I do that sometimes too. I'll plant my branch so my teammate can eat the tank. Use his tango to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just super versatile. So no, I wouldn't sell branches to go for that. I think if I'm already sitting on the branches, I would then upgrade into the wand if I needed the space. But yeah, you know, shouldn't normally be an issue. The main thing is like the magic wand recipe. Just think of it like this: magic wand recipe is the worst item in the game. How about that?
Okay.
We'll just put it like that. That recipe sucks. It's real bad. You end up buying it a lot for efficiency, not because it's great. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like you buy it because you kind of have to, not really because it's good. If that's a way of thinking about it.
Yeah, so I always thought like, oh, if like I'm in like the mid game, like not like mid game, but like past like the laning bit, like I'll probably see a lot of spells and like fights, and then it will heal me because like I don't have like much money, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's fine. But in the mid game, it's already assumed that like you got your boots, you have enough money for all the utility items you need, like your consumables, like your sentries and your dust and your smokes. You're already kind of working on your small item, right? So then it's fine. It's fine to go for the wand. I'm not saying like magic wand is bad. Okay. I'm saying buying magic wand early is bad. Think of it like this. How about this for an argument, right? TP scrolls are amazing. Do you ever buy extra TP scrolls? Like, do you ever show up to the lane with 2 TP scrolls?
Not in lane. But
yeah.
Like if I know I'm gonna use the TPs a lot.
Yeah, yeah. In the mid game, maybe you'll buy an extra one, right? Because you forget to replace them, or you know you need to TP around a lot or something like that. But
yeah,
it in exactly 0% of build guides does it tell you to buy an extra TP scroll, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? TP scrolls are really good, you know. Why doesn't anybody tell you to start with an extra TP scroll?
Because you don't need it.
Exactly.
Right away.
You just don't need it, and it's the same thing with a magic wand. It's good. You don't need it right now. It's not that good. It doesn't serve what you're doing at the moment, right? And it's also in the early game, you have so little money that all the way you spend it really makes a difference. So like that 100 gold, you know, you wasted on the TP scroll, or the 150 you wasted on the wand, delays your boots, delays sentries, delays your arcane boots, your mechanism, your force staff, your glimmer cape, your blink dagger. It delays all that shit by that much gold, because you're assuming that you're not going to get a lot of farm, therefore you don't have a lot of leeway in wasting it.
Okay.
Right. Spending gold early is a big investment. Sure. Buying things that actually help you. All right, we'll leave it on that one. It's a lot of notes, but overall, we want to keep it positive. It was a really good improvement. Good job, dude. Like, it's awesome. You got the 6-minute rune and like all those replays. It was great. And you stole it a few times. And you almost got that Zeus kill, and that was like so sick. That would have been awesome. That would have been like, mwah, chef's kiss. Rotated for the rune, stole it from Minderner's nose, and killed him. That would have been sweet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good job there. All right, well, if there's nothing else, we can call it there.
Thank you.
For sure, dude. Good job, and I'll see you next week.
No problem. I'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. I think that was a pretty good session. It's really big improvement. I'm happy to see that. If you want to watch more of these, I have a whole playlist you can check out at the end of the video. If you want to get coached by me, you can check out my Patreon. If you want to ask me questions or just come chat or whatever, I have a Discord. That's in the description as well. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.